Hello everybody, it's Cosnime, and I'm back with more danganronpa. Last time we got a lot of plot twists. And of course, Nagito's still being dominatrix with everyone. I don't blame him. For some reason everyone seems like they lost brain cells. Anyway, let us continue.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
I love these. Like, guys, it's so obvious.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right?
A specific thing, huh? Kinda curious what you mean by that.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Monokuma Taishi. There has to be it.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
I mean, if it didn't go there, they'll be like...
Required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
I mean, if that happened, then nobody will go there. Hence why Monokuma was so pissed about nobody heading to his Taichi.
You wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
I love this. Even though Nagito is still mad, him and Hajime are in perfect sync. This is why you guys are so meant to be each other. Please, kiss and make up.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
Yeah, when you witnessed Nekomaru was because already it was time.
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m.
The reason is you witnessed that it was not because it was 5 a.m. was because it was 7 a.m.
That time was also 2 hours off. It should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Oh, gasp.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Both of me, which side are you on? Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat it. My voice is too... can't handle this much. But yeah, nobody went there.
You said everyone. You were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Aw, jeez! That's... well, how should I put it?
How are you gonna play this out, huh?
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
I think he's putting your foot in your mouth.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
I never heard of that.
Too bad! Liar! I'm right!
I don't know anymore.
That's not it! It's incorrect! That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Enough with the comedy routine, guys. When you hear because of sexy Nagito, I mean that the killer.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
Ho ho ho!
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
He's talking about the alarm thingy.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
Yep.
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
Remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
And exactly who you're talking about? Because I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
Means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell? Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Oh my god, he's referring to Nagito.
You're the only one!
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
But there's a reason why he wasn't there, remember? He's just staring like, you guys are fucking idiots. I can't believe I look up to you. Oh, please don't look at me like that, Nagito.
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It's just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Even so, this scenario is still strange, but that's not a reason.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
My god. I swear, he's just staring like, are you guys serious?
That's the case. Where were you?
I swear, he's just thinking like, oh my god, I used to look up to you guys, and I really is disgusting.
Please, say something!
Shut up, bitch.
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Oh god.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
I love this. It was this whole suicide dive that made him talk. I'm pretty sure I know exactly why. He doesn't want girls to be on top of him. He only has eyes for someone.
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
I mean, Hajime, do you not remember Monokuma explanation? I lost hairs trying to do the whole dubbing thingy.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
See, she mentioned before, she didn't hear
It
it.
is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
Yaki,
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
isn't this strange, huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all. Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Come on, guys, you guys really forgot?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I swear, I don't really blame him. Guys, you guys, I understand you guys all were angry, but come on, you should have remembered what Monokuma said. Which is the reason why The whole image was so weird. Please, what is it? Logic dive. Oh my god, damn it! You gotta be kidding. Oh boy.
The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
Excuse me. But this one was fucking hard. I had no idea there had to be the right deluxe rooms. God damn it. Why do you have to make things so complicated? Ugh.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Yes, the deluxe rooms are soundproof, which means Chiaki, Sonia, and Nagito didn't hear any sounds because of, you know, soundproof. And remember, there's 2 deluxe rooms in each house. Strawberry House, the 2 deluxe rooms are occupied by Sonia and Chiaki. No, it's Strawberry now, it's a Grape House. So Strawberry House was occupied by Nagito, and there was someone else who got the deluxe room. I think you all remember the ultimate battle that guys had. Ugh.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
No, Nagito. Unfortunately, Hajime is not smart enough to be like that, to understand this kind of stuff. I will be able to understand this. Who knows? Maybe I'm the ultimate, I don't know, someone who is able to solve these cases. I don't care anymore. Hajime, don't be like that. We both know what's going on here. Your boyfriend is teasing you.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right?
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
I swear, me and Nagito are the only one in sync. Well, sometimes Hajime, but still. Come on, guys, it's quite obvious.
Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Because there's one person who was also in the deluxe room, and yet it was able to hear the sound.
Decisive factor?
Yes, the jackass who killed nekomaru. Not this guy, although you are extremely sexy as always. Oh. It was you, Gundam.
You're the only one!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you.
Oh my god, even Gundam's like, okay, I guess I will figure it out.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
And that's why I was saying it was so strange. Gundam was the other one. Nagito got first place in the battle, and Gundam got second. Which means both Nagito and Gundam got the deluxe house. Deluxe room. And yet Gundam heard the sound that Nagito could not hear it.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong is that you were able to hear it.
The bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night. It is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Yeah, why was he there?
Gundam?
See, you got nothing to say.
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've noticed Gundam just passing by like da la la la, don't mind me.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with a wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
That's pretty much what it means.
They tried to go back. They couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room. Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Yeah, you, in a way, you save us all, Fuyuhiko. By staying in the lounge, you stop the killer from creating an alibi.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Yeah.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
So in a way, you had no other choice.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
You're loving it, aren't you? And Gundam is not saying anything. Normally just criticize amazing speech, but yeah, he's not saying anything. Which in a way is almost kind of like admitting it.
Gundam, please, can you at least say something?
Now, I want you all guys to keep in mind something. Sonia is the ultimate princess. And the first time we all met her, the moment she said something about I don't remember what exactly she said, but she said something very powerful, was powerful enough to make Hajime want to kneel down. Which means every time she gives an order or something like that, she'll make the other person obey this order. So keep that in mind.
Answer me this, including myself and my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Once again, keep in mind, you only spoke something because Sonia said something.
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
I love how he's smiling. I mean, trying to smile, but he's clearly sweating a lot.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right, that's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Yeah, sometimes, but not
Are
always.
you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
Nagito?
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
The opening act? Oh god, Nagito, what else do you know?
Hey, what do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Oh my god. Guys, keep in mind that... Oh, let's just say that Monokuma usually is in control. For the first time ever, someone is able to, you know, piss off him.
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Nagito, what are you on?
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, don't say that. You already have bad health. Just let Hajime take care of you. He might even put a nurse's outfit just for you.
Something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Seriously, Hajime, can't you already tell by now? Can't you already tell the reason behind this attitude? Can't you already tell the fact that he's acting differently? Not only with you, but the other guys. That book didn't have just your information, but also the others. And apparently something so big that our sexy boy here is not happy.
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
I wonder when that happened. Surely has nothing to do with the fact that he found the fucking book.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Hajime, he told you what he discovered. Except he didn't tell the whole truth. It hid something. Look, even Nagito is like, seriously, why did I fall in love with you? Come on.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Careful, Nagito. I think you're the first one to be able to piss off Monokuma with just words.
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Oh boy. She's using her ultimate power.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Yes.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, How would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
Oh boy, here comes my new proof. Hold on, let me just grab Nagito's and put him like a, that scene from Lion King. And just yell, "Here's my proof, bitches!"
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
No, there is a way.
Already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
No, there's a way.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
I love this. But yeah. Okay. What am I gonna use to prove? I have no idea.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already? Means of travel between the two.
No, that's
Boom! Oh my god, that was hard. But I got it.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Yeah, basically you gotta select the whole thing that Gane said about secret passage and then shoot Gundam. Well, sort of.
Such a method does not exist.
Yes, there is. Nagito use it.
We asked the person who actually used that method.
Yes, Nagito! Your boyfriend needs you. Here it is, sexy boy.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about?
Nagito, don't tease your boyfriend now. Now is not the time.
You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
I mean, didn't we mention that before?
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did mention the fact that he got into Octagon and then he appeared in there. Apparently everyone forgot about that. Then again, I guess I sort of forgot. Oh my god, Nagito, why do you look so sad?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show off.
I mean, if you want to show off, it's okay. I mean, I don't have enough money, but I could just ask a loan just to put in your clothes. I don't mind.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, Surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
I mean, didn't we already establish that before with the whole octagon thing?
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
What the fuck?
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
It's impossible, because the final dead room is right in front of us. Gundam, that's the worst.
No way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Gundam, you're way too desperate.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
What did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Are you gonna turn into Hulk? Gundam smash! I have no idea what to choose.
If the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Damn it.
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
How the hell do I do this?
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Shit! For fuck's sake!
Even if the turbine box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
Yes!
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
My apologies, but it is weird and hard. Okay, I get it.
You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray to the
Shit.
which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom...
Got it!
Cut through those words!
Oh god! This is just too much.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Yes, where?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Yep.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
That's enough, Gundam.
That's the case. They obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Oh my god.
Seems this is the end. Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
Nagito.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
What are you planning to do?
Hey, what are you...
Yes, what are you doing?
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
I love this. Nagito he stole my spot.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Oh, please be my guest.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Uh-oh. Okay, my apologies. I'm back. So, Gundam, is something the matter?
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Nagito, if you understand how Gundam and Nekomaru work, I'm pretty sure you should have known they... Well...
Mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Good job, Nagito. Even though you're extremely sexy and smart with this kind of stuff, you messed up with this one. You can smile all you want, but that doesn't work on Gundam. That works on me, but not on Gundam.
Are you angry all of a sudden?
I wonder why.
Fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
Gundam?
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button.
Gundam, that wasn't Hajime, it was Hajime's boyfriend.
However, That button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
I mean, Akane should know. She battles it all the time.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
I think we'll know what's gonna happen. Nagito, I know that you're mad at your boyfriend, but just watch and learn, okay?
What's wrong, Gundam? You're the one who's wrong.
See, that's the power of the person who's being controlled by the gamer. Just watch it.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other,
Yes.
you must provide a reason that will persuade that human.
Okay, I mean that's a kind of argument to work with, yeah.
Have not fulfilled either of those yet.
Oh, I get it. You want us to, you know, bring the whole case to light, and then you will accept defeat. The whole truth. I like you, Gundam. Now then, let us begin the battle, shall we?
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! It's Nekomaru's back! Do you really think I can
for
get behind him so
Dark
easily?
Divas.
This is the end.
Yep. Here we go.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
I mean, you saw it once. You can do it again.
Of course, it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Yes, this awesome moment. So cute. Let's not forget about the whole thing with Mikan. You know, how he just went and got a scrap of paper. These are some awesome hamsters. I mean, Dark Divas.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue,
See? I mean, for once they remember something that happened before.
one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Yes, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say
You admit it?
Yes, girly, you admit it.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell.
Oh, Gundam. Anyway, guys, it's way over my time limit. Of course, it became too light that the only one who killed Nekomaru, Mekamaru, was Gundam. So yeah. Everyone, please like the video, subscribe, comment, hit the bell, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye bye.